Hello, today we're going to be looking at comparing quantities. And a quantity is just a fancy word for numbers. And we're also going to be looking at symbols. And a symbol is a picture or an image to use in place of words. So I'm going to share my screen and we're going to play the game Double Compare. So here we have the game Double Compare, and I've went ahead and dealt player 1's cards, 8 and 4, and I also dealt player 2's cards, 7 and 6. The next step is to figure out who has more. So let's look at player 1. Player 1 has 8, and we're going to count on 9, 10, 11, 12. And let's look at player 2. Player 2 has 7, and we're going to count on 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I'm going to write a number sentence because now we need to know who has more, player 1 or player 2. So I'm going to write us number sentence to represent these numbers and these players' number cards that they got. So I'm going to turn my computer here and hopefully you can see that. All right, so I wrote a number equation to represent player 1's cards and a number equation to represent player 2's cards. And player 1 had 8 plus 4. Plus was the symbol that I used in place of the word plus. And then I have an equal sign to use in place of the word equal. So we use plus when we are combining numbers, finding the sum or the total of two numbers, and then we use the equal sign to tell what that sum is. So we've already figured out that 8 plus 4 equals 12, and that 7 plus 6 equals 13. Now mathematicians have a great way of comparing numbers. So we know that 13 is greater or more than 12. So a mathematician might say 13 is greater than 12. Or 12 is less than 13. Now remember, we're talking about symbols, and symbols are pictures or images to replace words. So let's think about what symbol could we use to replace the words is greater than. Well, we're going to put 13, and we're going to use this symbol. See this symbol right here? This symbol says that 13 is greater than 12. All right, I'm going to put a line here to separate. And we could also say 12, and we can use another symbol. This is the less than symbol. Notice it's going in the opposite direction of the greater than symbol. They're opposite. 12 is less than, that's a symbol we're going to use in place of these words. 12 is less than 13. Now, how can we remember what these symbols mean? Well, this might help you. Let's say that this is Mr. Alligator, and Mr. Alligator only wants to eat the greater number. So we're going to put some little teeth here, Mr. Alligator, some sharp teeth, and his open mouth is going toward the greater number. So 13 is greater than 12. And if we look on this side, we're going to give Mr. Alligator some teeth, some good sharp teeth. and the open mouth is going toward the 13. 12 is less than 13. So we've looked at some different symbols. We've looked at the plus sign, which we use to when we're putting two numbers together or two sets together. And we've looked at the greater than symbol, and we've looked at the less than symbol. We've also looked at the equal sign, which tells us what this set is the same as the number over here. If you have 8 beans in one set and 4 beans in another, if you put those two sets together, you would get 12. That would be your sum or your total. All right, let's do another round. So I'm going to move my computer back over here. All right, we're going to take this 6 and put it right there, and this 4, put it right there for player 1. Let's see what player 2 gets. Okay, player 2 has a 5. Let's see what the next one is. Another 5. Okay. All right, let's find the sum or the total of each player's cards. All right, player 1 has 6. We're going to start with our 6 and we're going to count on 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, let's find the sum or the total of player 2's cards. All right, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, the next step is to find out which player has more. So I'm going to write an equation again for both players' cards. I'm going to quickly erase my board. I'm going to turn my computer so you can see here. All right, and we're going to put player 1's numbers. 6 plus, there's our plus sign, 4, and if we combine those two numbers together, what does that equal? It equals 10, and then we're going to write an equation for player 2's cards. This is an addition equation. 5 plus 5 equals 10. All right, now we want to compare these two quantities to find out which player has more. Well, this is player 1's. Player 1 has 10 and player 2. All right, can we say that player 1, that 10 is greater than 10? No, I don't think so. Well, can we say that 10 is less than 10? No, I don't think we can do that either. We will have to say that 10 is equal to 10. So if you have 10 and I have 10, or player 1 has 10 and player 2 has 10, they have the same amount or the same value. It's equal. So today we've looked at a lot of symbols, and remember that symbols are a picture or an image to replace words. We have looked at the plus sign. So we use the plus sign, that is the symbol for addition. We have used the equal sign to show that two amounts are the same. We have looked at the greater than to show that one number is greater. I'm sorry, this is the less than, excuse me. The less than to show that one number is less than the other number. And we've also looked at the greater than to show that one number is greater than the other number. So when you play this game with a partner, compare, double compare, try to use those terms, greater than and less than and equal to. I hope you have fun playing this game at home.